HT Media sits in the marketplace as a trusted destination for news, views, and opinions. Through print, digital, and radio, we touch the lives of 240 million Indians today. When the platforms of consumptions change from newspaper to mobile, we've also got to adapt ourselves. And this adoption of technology also changes the culture within the organization.
When the entire generation is hooked to mobile and social media for news, we being a credible news house feel it's our responsibility to provide trusted news to our users.
We didn't know much about our readers. We really would like to understand what is their demography, where they live, what kind of devices they are using, what is the age group they are coming from, the gender they have. That information will help us to create more curated content.
In order to rectify the issues that we are facing, we became part of Google News and we realized that this is one of a kind and there is no precedent of a similar project. It required organizational shift from marketing to selling to teams which are actually delivering. Everybody had to be aligned to a similar goal. Customer data platform was launched as part of data analytics project and audience monetization project. The key three pillars were identifying the audience through data models, prioritizing cohorts, and then grow the audience by using the same data to create more products and give targeted content to our users. Third was monetization of audience by showing targeted ads towards users.
So Google helps news publishers in three important ways. Google products are used day in and day out to access the heart of publishing, which is its content. Google has spent over the last 2 decades a lot of time, thought, investment, and strategic input into the development of newsrooms across the world. This includes the training of journalists, training different newsrooms on new technology tools. Thirdly, there are several avenues through which Google has put in a lot of money into the news ecosystem globally to make sure that it's stronger, it's more diverse, and it's more sustainable.
The amount of data is really massive. 135 million readers every month. To serve them the personalization content real time is a massive technical challenge in terms of the capacity in performance. We also understood how we can work in this ecosystem. We don't need to build everything. There are very niche platforms, scalable platforms offered by Google, which we can kind of really partner with.
We are able to find a pattern and therefore serve content personalized to the experience the customer wants, and thereby build higher retention levels, higher repeat consumption levels, and overall a fantastic experience for our customers. We are able to give much more relevant audiences to our advertisers and thereby increase their performances in a significant way.
On the advertising side, we have seen 35% jump in audience revenue, and ad campaign performance side, 30% higher CTR than a non-audience campaign.
Now we have a lot more enriched data available for our readers, for their preferences, for their demography. It really impacted our audience revenue positively.
The Hindustan Times team have done a stellar job in thinking through what is the future as they see it and planning to reduce the gap between the present and their future vision. What they've done is really taking the entire news ecosystem forward and being an example for others to follow as well.
The Google program actually complements our offering significantly in the market. It brings across the global technology experience and the skill sets, and leveraging that, we can really multiply our offering to our customers.
Providing accurate news to such a big population, it's a very important part of our journey. So we are glad that we are one of the organizations which successfully transformed from a legacy organization to a very modern tech organization. So I think, yeah, that's a great journey we had.